And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down.
He's going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man.
He unleashes a long one. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first down.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. The run from the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
That one comes out hot down the right side.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The fake, they flip it to the kicker. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive. caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins are on the move. They'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Callaway. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Lowers those pads. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now this offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
Ready, fight.
QB draw. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Green. Lets it fly. Got his man to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irwin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a tight end. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move, it's Thomas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Iamaleava. The short hands, it's Robinson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They kick it away on 4th down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Handoff from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Bruins decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 11 over the Rebels.
Off the play fake on first down.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Berger. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll run for it on third and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Green. Finds his man, it's Hicks. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. To the 15. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Matthews. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Attack. And he's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown off the fumble recovery.
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Setting up the screen.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll start this drive at the 30. Line. Gives it on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They want to run it left here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Found the seam on the left. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down.
Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Turning it on! And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Rides the back and leaves it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Green. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And how about this? They're going to send... Oh, the kicker's on the run. Finds some fresh air. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And this setter downs gets started from the 33. 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Beck's going for the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Gonna run it. It's Berger. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bruins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bruins will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Let's go.
Rides the back on the option, the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the set.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. And there's the tackle, but the fake field goal works well enough to pick up a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took